All right, so I'm just gonna start kind of poking around, doing some stuff with Martyr. I'm gonna kind of start on Walmart and go to the Halloween section. Hey, Stephen, thanks for joining. So we're just gonna kind of putz around. Feel free to ch type in the chat or jump in verbally if you want. Just going to kind of see what we can find with Martyr and kind of have a little bit of chat about getting ready for all the fun stuff coming in Q4. So, oh, I see some Wednesday referencing here. So we'll go over to the costume section and see if we see anything over here. So kind of my thoughts about kind of Halloween and seasonal. Um, and I'm actually doing a session in sourcing camp, which if you don't know what that is, you can DM me and message me and I can give you information. But I'm doing a session exclusively on seasonal sourcing because Q4 and kind of like leading into Q4 is my favorite time to source seasonal products just because you know, uh, you have fall kind of as a season, which encompasses, back to school, which has already happened, sort of like there's still people shopping for the things the teachers um, tell them after they go to classes. I used to be a teacher, so, like there's the school list and then there's like what the teacher wants. But that also trends into, you know, um, sports, so you have a lot of people who are starting, soccer teams or softball teams and things like that, and they need gear for that. And then you have, of course, fall decor leading into Halloween, which leads into Thanksgiving. There's a lot of seasonal products around food products, besides just decor and that type of thing, which of course then leads into Christmas. So like this whole like kind of 4 month block. And even you can say in August because of back to school, like it's just kind of like nonstop new types of things that you can source that are quote unquote seasonal, that have seasonality to them. Um, and so that I always find that interesting and always kind of, it's not that I have an intention to kind of focus on just seasonal stuff. But I am drawn to it because things that are available for a short period of time tend to sell out. And when they sell out, then prices go up, which is always great. I'm going to mute everyone, but you can unmute if you have a question. And you can also type in the chat if you have a question. Wow, we have quite a few people who are popping in. So thank you guys for joining. So I'm just popping into Halloween and costumes. It's going to kind of take a look around here. I'm going to go down to toddler costumes. I tend to find with costumes that the toddler sizes get returned less. I don't know if it's the way they're sized or something like that, but seems to be something to that. Um, so I'm just going to kind of take a look at anything that might be interesting. And I'm already seeing this one. So let's just pop that open. You guys will notice if you haven't been using Martyr lately, Martyr automatically will open up. Um, and if somebody could just like in the chat, make sure, tell me that you can see my screen. So I'm not sitting here and acting like you can see it and you can't. Um, that would be great. I always have that fear that I talk and then nobody wants to tell me that you can't see my screen. Okay, great. Um, so Martyr automatically opens up, which is just a little bit of a time saver. We can close it by going up to that X, but it does automatically open up. So here we have a costume here. It has a bestseller badge, which is great. Even though it only has 6 monthly sales right now, it doesn't bother me because it's a seasonal product. So I really am not going to be paying attention to that. All I'm going to be paying attention to really is that whether or not I can get this item for a price that makes it profitable for me. If I scroll down, I can see, oh, this person has a ton in stock. So I know that I'm going to need to keep my price probably down in this range. There are definitely some people who stocked up on this. But I'm going to scroll down to this reverse sourcing. First of all, will be my first kind of place to say, can I find this cheaper and at a profitable price? Um, and it's not looking good here. So I'm just going to kind of scroll through. I'm not seeing anything even at that. There's a $39.99 price point. Um, So there's 34.25, still not cheap enough for me. I'd probably need this for about at least probably 25. Let's see, we got $13 in fees. So even at 25, nope, we're gonna need that for like 20. That might be kind of hard to find. Okay, we'll just move on. Let's see, let's just keep scrolling. We're not gonna see things at this point at like crazy prices because things just got put out. This is something I would definitely keep an eye on. Bluey is still super popular. Um, I was at Walmart. They had just set the Halloween section within the last day or so, and half of these were already gone. So that is a real key, like if half locally are gone, this is something people are probably going to be looking for. Um, I think, pretty sure, just gonna like copy this and I'm gonna go do a quick Google search. There we have it at Walmart for $19.97. Oh, wait a second. Is this third party at the 29? It is. So that's really interesting because I thought it was $20. So I saw it at my local Walmart, but they're not selling it online, at least not yet. And this person at 29 only has 11, and then it pops to 33. This person again, whoever this is, we might want to do some storefront stocking because that's the second costume item that they've had a large quantity of. Um, but if let's see, let's put in like 32.95. 19.99. We're not real great yet um, on that profit. We want that a little bit higher. If we got up to this 45, we would be in good shape. Um, oh, interesting, Noah. Ton of so Grandpa, that might be a good one for us to do some storefront stocking. So if we went up to 45, we would be golden on our ROI. We probably could even go down to 39 and be okay. Um, and I think you're going to see this would, again, it's kind of like a guesstimation, but I would think that this would be a very popular item. Um, yeah, why I know. Why wouldn't everybody just raise prices? Like we can all make money. Unfortunately, some people need their money back faster, so that's just the way it happens. Um, but this would be something I would keep an eye on. I would also look at the other sizes in this because it does come. I think at Walmart they had down to maybe a 12-month, so like 12-month, 18-month, 24-month, 2T, and then a 3T, 4T. So I'm sure there are listings for others in this size. So let's click on Grim Pop here, our friend, and just kind of like do a little storefront stocking. And I may be a little all over the place, and this is not how I normally source, but I kind of just want to show you guys some different things. Let's go see all of their items because we might lots of costumes. This person obviously likes seasonal as well. So just interesting to kind of look and see what kind of other characters other people are carrying. Obviously, Mario seems to be pretty eternal. I know Descendants, I think they've got either a new like season or a new movie or something. I don't have kids anymore, so I don't follow those things as closely, but I know they released a new set of dolls. I saw them set at Walmart with the new Monster High dolls. So this may be another one. And because it does have this bestseller badge, I would be inclined to think that. Interesting Power Rangers. See, Power Rangers is back when I was a kid. I think it's cycled a couple of times since then. So these that have bestseller badges would be the ones I would probably pay the most attention to. But obviously Olaf, Frozen, that's very popular. Harry Potter is always popular. And if you want to sell costumes, just make sure you get ungated in Halloween, which is a different kind of ungate. You actually have to request that and then send them kind of like a list of SKUs that are Halloween related, costumes, masks, that kind of thing. And you don't have to carry all the ones you send them, but just get that process done so you can sell that. With that many SKUs in stock, is likely a seller with wholesale? Yeah, probably. Are disguise costumes brand gated like on Amazon? Ooh, that's a great question, Ashley. I'm trying to remember if I sold any disguise before. Hang on, I'll go on a different screen and do a quick search and see if I have anything in my catalog that is disguise. I don't have anything currently in it. It would be interesting, but it may be covered by the Halloween ungate, but if it isn't, then you could also just request an ungate for that as well. So, all right, let's pop back over here. Let's go back. And let's just do, let's see, new and trending. That's interesting. Let's see what they say. Let's go to kids. I will always gravitate to toys and that kind of thing. It's what I've done for 25 years. So you have to just bear with me that that's what I do. Um, there are so many clearance things at Walmart right now that you can buy and then reflip back to Walmart. Um, I would definitely be looking at things that are clearance way down. So this little guy, he's tiny. He's not your normal squish. Like he's like this big. I've seen him in the store, usually on an end cap. Um, but 597, and look at how many are selling per month, estimated. Almost 2,400 per month. So right now we've got Walmart in stock, and that isn't revealing their stock. So I don't know how long that's going to last, but the minute they go out of stock and these pop up to 13, 14, $15, let's say 14. Ooh, sorry. Let me refresh that because I didn't check. That should be a very low cost WFS item because it's tiny. Also notice these 100 plus bought since yesterday, 200 people's carts, popular. These are all good indicators that this item is going to move fast. Let me open Marter back up.
And plus, it looks like it's only being sold in store, not shipping.
Well, if it was being sold in store, well, but it says WFS, so it's shipping in somewhere. Now, look,
Correct.
I can't get it shipped to me,
Correct. Yep.
but they might have stock like elsewhere
Yep.
that they can ship, like a different like part of the country.
Yep.
But this is also a great indicator for an item to grab. So if this was $14.99 and I'm buying it for $5.97, because I could have it, delivered or go pick it up. It's not great. I want to be higher. We don't have a lot of stock here. I think by, November, this thing's probably going to be $20, probably. This would be one I would not mind grabbing a few and stocking up on them at all. Um,
I would think that's also $4.95 for shipping too, though, on WFS.
yeah, I think this WFS cost is high.
Yeah.
I bought some of these when I was on my road trip a couple of weeks ago. It was the first time I saw them. And I mean, like I said, they're like 6 inches tall, so they're like maybe 3.5 wide
Yep.
at best, and maybe weigh 4 ounces.
Yeah.
So I think whoever entered dimensions or weight must have done it incorrectly.
Yeah.
Um, but that will get rectified. So according to Walmart, when we were out at the Walmart Summit, they said that the dimensions that we enter are the ones that go in and that are used for charging. And if it's the first time they receive that item for you as a seller, they have a Cubiscan machine that double checks it and makes sure it's accurate. So, yeah, I would think you'd get at least a buck or so back more on that. That should be like 345 in my opinion. But yeah, I think this would be a great item going into the gifting season that we have. Let's see. Just kind of, I just scroll. Ooh. Uh, I I will just make a confession, guys. I have not seen a Minions movie. I don't understand it. I don't understand the appeal. And I think it's just like I didn't have kids or grandkids when Minions came out. So maybe I just need to watch it for research purposes. But it seems like it's really kind of making a stronger comeback recently than even like when it first came out. Um, ooh, so this is like a 5-piece set. I've not seen this, so I'm just going to do a little reverse sourcing, see if anybody has this in stock. This almost looks like one of those like $20 sets that they do at Christmas time. And it could be from a previous year. Look, $15 on eBay. Okay, so it was 1998 on Walmart, eBay. That looks like down to 997. So it looks like we missed that. Probably got clearanced out at some point in time. Like, let me just go do another quick Google search. Unless it's on a different listing. Nope. All right. Well, if you grab that when it went on clearance, you're going to make some good money on it. I don't know how I feel about this, like mixing two characters together. I haven't seen this take off like I thought it might. Um, so that's interesting. Um, These have been on clearance in Walmarts that I've been at, but that price is not good enough yet. There might be a multi-pack listing for these that might make it profitable. Because I think they're on right now, I think they're clearanced about $5. Um, Lots of Descendant stuff. All right, well, let's just go out to another store. So again, I'm going to stay with my theme. I love DisneyStores.com. Let's see. They did have this weekend 14% cash back, which was crazy. And then they also had an additional 30% off. And Disney Store is a store that will run that like an extra 25 off, 30 off, usually on the weekends. So if you want to shop them, just kind of keep checking back. Maybe have your list of the things that you want that are on sale. And then they normally will go for more off on the weekends when they run those sales. So this is kind of fun for Halloween. So I'm just going to highlight this. I'm going to right click and I'm going to search in Marter and see if Marter can find it. That's new. They just added that. Well, looky there. Two different listings for it. Click that first one and see 3 sales a month. Uh, Loading the seller's table. No WFS cost. This one here, I would think somewhere around there. I just don't think that's going to be profitable enough for us. Still trying to load the table there. The one thing that I'm not super happy about is I can't go back and look at that second one. I actually have to come back out and do that process again to look at that second one. So I've let the guys know we need some kind of like back button here so that we can get back to the other offer. This one I like the price better on. It's still 3 sales a month. Yep, $4.95. That's what I figured. I mean, if this went like an extra 25% off, like buying a handful of those for Halloween season, I think these could do really well. I've sold some Disney mugs, both Halloween and into the holiday, into Christmas, and made bank on some. I had one Disney mug um that was upwards of $60. So that can happen. Ornaments, great time to buy discount ornaments. Lots of little girls would probably love that. Here it is, 1945. This one should not be that much. 498. Yeah, look at that. Look at that ROI. You wouldn't want to like go hugely deep. But again, we aren't even to the Christmas season yet. Disney usually limits you to 20 per order. Would I buy 20? Yeah, I probably would at $5, especially if I wait till the weekend when there is some additional discounting on that. Right now, free gift with a $100 purchase. So that, it's a full size item that you can make profit off of. All right, we'll do
I
one
doubt
more
there's
and we'll
any
go.
Moana in there that's being clearanced out, but
A Moana ornament or Moana doll?
anything because
Oh,
the
yeah.
movie's
Yeah,
coming out
because there's
in
a new movie coming out for Moana. Well,
yep.
let's do that. Let's just search for Moana.
I do that because my 5-year-old loves Moana right now.
Yeah, I know. It's so great. Um, so there's a costume. The movie is in the new year, right? It's not.
No, it's the day after Thanksgiving.
Ooh, the day after Thanksgiving. So too soon for Halloween, but so my granddaughter loves dress up outfits. Like she wears them on the daily. So she'll just go in and dress up. I'm just scrolling because I love sale stuff. These fit Barbie dolls as well as the I Love You Forever dolls. So these are sometimes a good pickup because everybody is always trying to find uh, clothes for their Barbies.
Yeah. Oh well.
It looks like they sold out of a couple things that I knew that they had. Um, I want a classic doll. These will go on sale. I would not pay full price for those. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything really hitting me there. But yeah, like, and this is so we went into like the uh did we do home? No, whoops. Yeah, we went into home and decor. Let's go to sale and toys. Come on, sale. I'll sale. Toys. Classic doll, usually 20. It's $6. And if you wait again for a sale, that's going to be really easy to make money on because these classic dolls sell really well. This is probably really good. This is a great price. Oh my word. Um, must be clearancing that whole movie out or something. Da-da-da. Live action film Ariel singing. Let's see, does this have, yep, has a different dress. I think this one is probably it. No WFS cost. I'm gonna guess like 4.95. On that, it's 9.98. Might get cheaper on the weekend. We're still at 63% ROI. This doesn't say that it sells tremendously yet. Let's look at this buy box stuff if I can get it to load. So we have had, look at that. It was selling at $47. That was the beginning of July. Um, that table needs to load so I can see how much people have. So it could be that maybe we could bump the price up on this, but if you keep the price down, you're probably going to sell it faster. But again, we're moving into the holidays. So I'm not putting as much emphasis on this because I know velocities just, I mean, being on Walmart the last few years, like Q4, it's just skyrockets. So I think it's just kind of like what are those, like what are you comfortable with? If you're selling it merchant fulfilled, you could like list half on Amazon and half on Walmart and then kind of see which one moves faster. So you have some options there as well. All right. Let's go back and look at one more thing. Oh, Matt's got a little like thing on there for you to look at.
Yeah, so these here, the Moana boat actually on
Here,
Amazon
I'll bring it up.
was 16.99. It's now there's it's suppressed, but I expect this to just sell like hotcakes this Christmas.
Yeah, it's at 38.
Yeah. And that was 16. I think it was like four even like cheaper earlier this summer. So but you might be able to find some somewhere.
Yeah, so let's just highlight that and no, we don't want to. Well, yeah, let's search it in Marter and then we'll go down and we'll see if we can reverse source it somewhere. If I can find it. Didn't pull
Uh
over there.
Interesting.
Hang on. Here, see product on Walmart. Just it probably is called something different over there.
Yep.
Let's go down and reverse source it. Said Amazon 16.39. Not anymore. Yeah, don't see it anywhere else except eBay, which you wouldn't want to source from eBay. Oh, can I buy it from there? No.
Mm.
Too bad.
But
Where to
if
buy?
you
No.
talk to your local toy store, they may be able to get it for you.
Yeah, so Walmart and Target, if you're out doing RA,
Yep.
something to watch out for sure. Thanks. Um, let's see. I'm gonna go try one more here and then we'll go to a different site. Uh, some of these items, if you are on my leads list, might look familiar. They are still profitable, but I don't want to do those and give those away for the people that bought the leads list. This These little sets do well. That one's not quite discounted enough for my liking. This might do well for Halloween. Lots of, this is half price. Love me some Harrison Ford. I mean, I see lots of things that I definitely would probably stop and look up. Let's take one of these like fashion packs. So this was the Moana one. Let's just see if we can find that over on Yield Marter. Okay, that one. It's like I have to kind of, my eyes. Oh, I think, oh, it's this one. Look at that. Oh, it's also this one. And it's also this one. Whew, we got some catalog cleanup on aisle 5, Walmart. All right, we'll just go with this top one to start. I won't go through all three of them, but I would if I was actually sitting here. This one doesn't have WFS cost. This is not a heavy item in the least, but it is a little bigger. Um, it's 11.98 currently. Let's just say that they have 25% off. So that would make it $9 and you have kick and profit here. Amazing, amazing profit. So I'm gonna try to load that buy box stuff. Same person has kind of maintained this listing. They probably made the listing. And that's why we have 3 different listings. But I would go back and check those other 2, but definitely again, something that you probably could make some good money on. All right, kind of change our tune here and let's go maybe do some beauty. I don't know if anybody's having a sale right now. Um, One day deals, hot dog, let's go. So, beauty's such a landmine over on Amazon these days, that I moved almost all of my beauty slash health and beauty items like lotions and things like that. I've almost moved all of that over to Walmart just because um you just don't know when Amazon's going to sucker punch you and close off the ability to list. So with that in mind, like I just would rather send it over to a place where I can like keep it active and sell it. So we've got a lot of Sephora collection items here. Let's just go to this little palette. Palettes are great. This one's $8. Let's highlight this text and see if it's on Marter. It looks like we got 4 different like shades of stuff possibly. Um, This one might be a little harder for us to find. Me close and reset. Let me type Sephora Precious Gemstone palette. Sometimes less I find is more with some of these searches. Not finding it there. So then my next course of action would be to actually search on Walmart and just make sure that it's not on there, and it might not be. Doesn't look like it. Well, that's too bad. All right, we'll go back. See if we can find something different. This is not a brand that I am super familiar with, but let's see. Okay, looks like we at least have one hit over here. Marter doing some funky double dealing here on my thing. I'll go ahead and just hit one and see if it kind of fixes itself. All right, so we have this is priced at $22.99. This would be only $3.45, $13.50. Yeah, it's not the greatest ROI. Um, but I wonder, I'm gonna click here and go to the listing because this is just a single color. So I don't know if this is the only color. I mean, listing, we have a lot of listing cleanup to do on Walmart. There's just a lot that leaves to be desired when you don't have um variations being used very often. Um, it just kind of annoying. Okay, this one is in color Twilight. Is that, does it come with its little box and everything? I guess it does. Okay, so color Twilight. Oh, 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 there it is. Okay. All right, so they have the color. The question is it profitable? Yeah, that one's better. So 38% estimated sales of 26. So again, like I'd probably buy a handful of those. I don't, they might have a limit since it's a half off item. I'm not sure. But yeah, not bad. I bet you if Sephora has half, yep, half off days, usually that means Ulta has half off. And it could be the same or could be different. So Chi just got hard gated, so that one is out. Um, but let's look at this Lorac. Okay. This is very giftable. 2250. There we go. Oh, I like those presses. Um, okay, that's not the same thing. So it's this one. Look and see what our numbers look like. If you guys have questions, throw questions out. Oh, open up your mic, ask a question. So not the biggest mover right now anyway. Um Great profit. We're having issues. Let me see if that does any better if I look at it on Walmart, if it brings in the seller table. I don't know if we're just, yep, yeah, there it is. Yeah, so this person's got 40, but all you got to do is undercut them a little bit, and grab the sales. Interesting. That says one. We do have verified review, so that's good. This is probably something like, you gift your teenager or whatever, that kind of item at Christmas time. I think it probably will pick up in sales a little bit. With that ROI, I'd probably pick up a couple, two or three, four, five, I don't know, something like that. Wouldn't bother me. Um, This one also is cute if they had that. Like I would just check all these things that are half off are probably going to be money. It's just a matter of kind of things that have like lots of colors. Looks like this one's completely sold out. But the fact that it just has light, medium, and probably like dark or whatever. Um, I like things like that more than like when it has 47 shades, because it's really hard to kind of know what shades are kind of the best to buy unless you really are spending some time in data. And we just don't have that level of data, to look and make those kind of buying decisions. How do I know if it's hazmat or not? I mean, with Walmart, it's really not the same level of concern because you don't have to separate your hazmat stuff in your shipments. They don't have separate facilities for hazmat. Um, they just don't accept certain items if they are in the pesticide category. And no makeup is should, if it's categorized correctly, fall into a pesticide. Um, you don't have to get approval for hazmat on Walmart. So like something that has alcohol base in it, Amazon would say that's hazmat. So if you come out here, if they had like some kind of cleanser or something, if like one of these had like some kind of alcohol in them, they might classify that as hazmat on Amazon, but Walmart just doesn't do that. The only thing you have to really watch for are things like um, like bug sprays or uh, anything that has the word antimicrobial or antibacterial on the packaging. So that happens to be like coolers will have that on the packaging to let you know, like it helps prevent mold from growing or whatever. Walmart will not let you send that in WFS, but they will let you ship that merchant fulfilled. But with makeup, you shouldn't have any worries for anything like that. Um, all right, I'm gonna kind of just pause there. I've been going for a while, almost 45 minutes or so. Um, Let me know if you have any questions kind of about Q4. Obviously, if you came in from the Marter group, like just super excited about the new changes that they made to both the app for in-store scanning and the Chrome extension. It's just that it's just gravy on top of a gift they've already given us, in my opinion. Because I know for myself, I use the app all the time, and it has really sped up my sourcing and helped me with my buying decisions, getting to see at least those estimated sales to kind of have a little point in your head about how many you should buy. If you guys came in from the Wow Walmart group, um, happy to have you from there as well. And for everybody that's here, just always ask your questions in those groups. I will do my best to answer as quickly as I can. I think most of you know I am, well, we started September 1st a Q4 group for Walmart. So if you really want like leads and like to meet like every week and do some live sourcing like this, or chat about what's going on with Walmart or where the sales are, that kind of thing, get on over in that group. It's $100 off until September 20th. And then we have like 2 leads list a week in September, and then it'll go up to 3 leads lists a week for the rest of Q4. So we're just trying to do what we can to help people with the biggest question, I think, for Walmart sellers is what to buy. So, like, we're just trying to help kind of ease that burden and kind of like, I guess, guide people into the kinds of things that would be good to sell on Walmart. Steven, what's the group called? The Q4 group is just called Wow Winning on Walmart for Q4. I'll type in the website is just winning on wm.com. That has all the details for that. And then if you're not in either the Marter group or the Walmart Wow Winning on Walmart Facebook group, which is free, information for that's on that website as well. You have a hard time getting SDS sheets for Walmart. Well, first of all, you need to check the Walmart database. I think I've posted a couple times in the different groups about that, but if you don't see it, maybe ask the question in there and I can post it again. It depends what you're getting an SDS sheet for. Makeup will ask for an SDS, but you really don't have to provide one. You only have to provide an image of the ingredients. Sometimes they'll want, oh, well, welcome. We're happy to have you. So you might search the group and for SDS and see if it comes up. If not, and you can also private message me in there as well. If for some reason the image doesn't work for the SDS for makeup, then you can convert it to a PDF and then link to the PDF. You have to house that PDF somewhere. Yeah, use eBay to find ingredient labels. Like, honestly, you can Google ingredient labels for different things and find them on all different websites. And you just right click on the image and you save the image address. And that will give you kind of the URL that you need to poke into that slot on the Walmart uh, seller center when you're putting your item in. It's one of the things people get hung up on most. And I have a course and I go through that and explain that and how to do that in the course because it was been a big kind of block for a lot of people to get their items listed. And there's information on my course on that website as well. But I'm gonna try to like more often kind of hop on and do some of this kind of like live stuff. I tried to figure out how to do it on YouTube, and I'll have to like work on that. I'm kind of new to all of that stuff, but just kind of want to give you guys a chance to see some sourcing and ask some questions. So um, I'll give it about another minute or two for any questions you have, or if there's something you want me to show you with Marter and the extension or anything like that, happy to do that as well. And I'll post the link to this whole session in both groups so that people can look at them if you weren't here for the whole thing. But I don't know. How many bolos did we find, guys? Like 6, 8, something like that. Like wasn't bad for an hour's work. Maybe more than that. I didn't keep track. Yeah, Jeff says sometimes, yes, I did record it. And Jeff said that SDS sheets, sometimes a product ingredient link will work. Yeah, if you can find that, that would probably work as well.
And there's lots of gems on Amazon to flip back onto Walmart.
Yes. Yeah. And if you have Nepeto, they actually have a Walmart to Amazon flips whole section that you can find things super fast. And if you use Saul's tool, that's also very helpful. But it's funny, like Walmart to Amazon, Amazon to Walmart, Amazon to Amazon, Walmart to Walmart. Like there's profit everywhere. It's just keeping your eyes open and kind of your ear to the ground. Nepeto is more like tactical arbitrage light. It's like a light version of tactical arbitrage. It actually finds leads for you, things that are profitable to sell on Amazon. Um, but it has some other capabilities as well. And there also is a free Nepeto app that you can use to source for Amazon. So it's it's very much like Seller Amp, except it's free. So kind of do that. Nepeto master demo in the future. Uh, I'm not in charge of Nepeto demos. They have like a team for that. Um, but I can certainly pass that on. I think they do lives every Wednesday in the Nepeto group. So it's a great way to go find info. I've got a couple of videos on my YouTube, but I don't have anything with the recent updates. So I did hop on to a master call that they had the other day when it was really done well. So, but I'm not an expert on that tool as much as I spend much more time on Marter, just because I'm selling more on Walmart. Yeah, it's okay. I think they record them. So if you are in the Nepeto Facebook group, you should be able to find recordings for it. And then I think they have daily calls, demo calls. I do not use Seller Amp at all. I'm not a fan. So I think it's overpriced for what it provides. On Amazon prior to Nepeto, I would use the Amazon app for everything in conjunction with Keepa. So that's all I needed back then. So it's fine. A lot of people love Seller Amp. They like the like layout of it. I think it's for me. I'm a little old school in the way I like things visually, and it was very cluttered and hard for my old eyes to like focus. So I tried it and I quit. So it didn't last long. All right. Any other questions? All right. This will take a while to process from Zoom, but I will get it linked into the groups as quickly as I can so that you guys can, you know, view what you missed, because we did hit some pretty good products, I think, especially moving into the holidays. I think they would be good things to either watch or maybe buy a little bit of and kind of see how you do with them. But I appreciate all of you joining me so I wasn't lonely. All right, take care. Have a good evening.